for a good take.
Welcome back to another episode of Good Takes. I'm Sam.
And I'm Katie, and we are going to dive back onto Sporkle and veering into a different fantasy world this time with Harry Potter, where we will try to name the top 200 Harry Potter characters in the book series based on their number of mentions. Now, Sam, this is going to be a difficult one for you, isn't it?
Yes, it is. For those not aware, Katie is a huge Potterhead, and I enjoy them for my part, but I'm nowhere near the tier that Katie sits at. So this will be interesting. I mean, we've spent a lot of time in the Lego Harry Potter world over the years, so
We have.
maybe there'll be a few Ron Slytherin disguise or Harry girl in here, but if not, I might be in trouble.
Oh, that's too funny that you bring up the Harry Potter Lego games. We loved those and played those religiously. And we did collect every character, but to your point, a lot of them
Multiple
were
times.
disguise
Yeah, yeah.
or Harry Potter red jumper. So I
Hermione,
don't
cat.
know. Exactly. I don't know how much that's going to help you here. But, we were also being of different ages. I was just in that Harry Potter millennial age. I mean, I was 9 or 10 when I read the first few books. Really actually believed I might get a letter when I was 11. It was,
I remember
you
that.
know, some could call it tragic, some could call it mere devotion. But yes, it's been a huge part of my life for a long time, and by proxy, yours. I think we can do it. So we've got 18
All right.
minutes. Should we just dive in?
It's a good chunk of time, but I don't know if that's enough for 200 characters. Let's dive in, I guess. I'll follow your lead here.
All right. Well, we're going to give you some of the gimmies. So when I press play, you start naming some characters. Ready? Go.
Ron,
There you go. Oh, you're done.
tapped out of my
Okay.
knowledge.
Harry, Hermione. Can't even finish off the golden trio. We are in trouble. Let's scroll down a little here just so we can see a bit more. Okay. All right. We've got Harry, Ron, Hermione.
How do you want to
Are you
tackle this?
just.
Like maybe by house, professors, um,
Okay. I
the
suggest going
miscellaneous cast?
book. Uh, Okay, I'm just going to put in Voldemort. So
Yeah,
we
throw
did it by, when we did this for Lord of the Rings, we kind of went by different sectors. Maybe for this one, though, it makes the most sense to take our Pokemon approach as we went through the Game Boy game and just kind of go through each book.
Sure. That will certainly be more difficult for me, but all right, let's do it.
Then
So,
no, let's do it in a way that will be easier for you. Okay, let's start with Muggles. Okay,
okay,
let's just do
Muggles,
Muggles.
perfect.
So we've
We
got
got the
Vernon,
Dursleys,
we've got Petunia, we've got Aunt
Dudley,
Marge, Dudley. Who's the woman who lives next door? Mrs. Fig.
of
Caveat
course.
here that we should have started at the beginning, but I'm probably going to shed my Harry Potter knowledge of the lore. So, spoilers ahead if you haven't read these books or watched the movies. Don't want to ruin it for you, but that's the way it is. Okay, so we've got Mrs. Fig. Okay, I'm going to go really crazy here, but Pierce Polkus is Dudley's friend who goes to the zoo with them in the first episode, or first,
Oh, that's
the first book. I
that's
actually thought the
deep.
zookeeper might be there.
Does the Dursleys the Vernon Dursleys does Vernon's boss have a name? I remember the first book starts with him at the
Good
office.
call.
It's like it's a
He does
typical
not.
day or whatever.
He works at a
Yeah.
drill company named Grunnings, but we do not know his boss. So that might
There's
be
no
it
points
for
for that.
Muggles. There's no points for that, but there's a little bit of appreciation that you remember that. So good job. Okay, let's keep going. Let's go into, you know what? Let's do professors. That's an easy one. So we got our man Dumbledore. What professors do you remember? Oh, look at that. Okay, so I put in
Oh, we got
Dumbledore, and it brought me Albus Dumbledore, Aberforth Dumbledore, and Ariana. So if we just go by last names, we might get some easy wins here. Good to know.
noted.
Okay,
All
in
right,
that
well,
case, let's just
Quirrell.
round out 1 second. We're just gonna, there we
I don't
go.
know if the
So I just put
Potters.
in
That's
Potter and we
cheating.
get all the this is cheating, huh? Let's try to do it authentically. Okay, so you said Quirrell, right?
Yeah.
How is that the
Remus.
first professor that comes to your mind?
He's in the first book, and he's purple. I don't know. He's got the big silk hat. You.
The turban. Okay, we
Yeah,
got Remus.
yeah, the silk hat. Yeah, the turban exactly.
Oh
Remus.
my God.
Who's the one from the second? Lockhart.
Lockhart.
Second Lockhart.
Okay, so let's do the Defense
Gilderoy
Against the Dark Arts
Lockhart.
professors. Yes, Gilderoy Lockhart. That
I mean, they're always
handsome
the
lad.
focus of they're always like the main professor of any given story. So
Well, the fact that you
just the
can
ones
say
that
that when
come to mind.
McGonagall is just sitting there alone, I gotta
Oh, yeah, of
throw in
course
there.
she's a
She's
central
driving me
character. I'm just
nuts.
saying it's always they always change out the Defense Against the Dark Arts
True. So we have Quirrell book
professor.
one, Lockhart book two, Lupin book three, book four. Do
Book
you
four is
remember?
Moody, Mad Eye Moody.
Also known as
of
Barty
some
Crouch
Birdie
Jr.
Crouch. Yeah, Junior, of course.
Oh, you're gonna crush
We might
us.
as
I'm
well
gonna have
put
to
in
take over.
might as well put in the big Birdie Crouch now too.
He's in there because I put Crouch, so we got Barty Crouch
Uh,
Jr. or Barty
okay,
Crouch, or
nice.
rather because they have the same name. So when I put Barty, that worked. Okay, we got to keep
All right, so
going.
book five is that horrible woman, Umbridge, Professor Umbridge. A very fitting name.
Truly, she's full of umbrage. Okay, book six.
Um,
This
oh
is a
God. Oh,
difficult
it's
one.
Slughorn, right? Or no, he's
How dare
potions. It's
you?
Snape. Snape becomes the
Yes.
professor. Yeah.
There's hope for you yet, but yes, you are correct. Slughorn comes and takes over potions. Snape takes defense against the dark arts. Book seven, I doubt that you'll remember this, so I'm just going to go for it. It's the Carrow
Yeah, I
twins.
don't.
They are defense
Ah,
against the dark arts and Muggle studies. And I believe defense against the dark arts just becomes dark arts. But okay,
no.
so we got that. Let's get the core professors. We have McGonagall. So then there's herbology with Mrs. Sprout, Professor Sprout, charms with Flitwick.
Who's the Flitwick? I was gonna say Flint.
Oh,
Little
there is a Flint. There's
little
Marcus
name.
Flint. He's on the Quidditch team. We'll do Quidditch teams next.
Oh yeah. He's
Okay.
got the weird teeth, right?
Yes, and that reminds me of Madam Hooch, although you're thinking books for the guy with the weird teeth, but that
Yeah.
is him.
Okay. Oh yeah.
So there's
Yeah. Okay. He's the guy who helps Harry like in the first year to become a
that's
seeker.
Oliver Wood.
Okay. Never mind.
Marcus Flint is the Slytherin seeker. Oliver Wood is the Quidditch captain and keeper. At this rate, we're never going to do this. So let's go back to the professors
No.
and then we'll go
Yeah. Okay.
Quidditch. Okay, so we got Madam Hooch because she is the Quidditch. She teaches them how to ride brooms and she referees the Quidditch games. There's Pomfrey in the infirmary. We got McGonagall, Sprout, Flitwick. Okay, so I'm going to go a little crazy here. So there's Sinistra. She teaches astronomy. Not even in here. There's Trelawney. Remember, she is the
Yeah. Yeah.
divination
Of course.
professor. And then she is, when she's fired in the fifth book, a centaur takes
The
over. Do you
centaur. Yeah.
remember his name?
Friends. It's not friends, is it?
Ferenzi. Very good.
Friends.
And hang on, let me just go crazy for a second. Megorian, Bane. And there's one other centaur whose name is escaping me, so we can move on. But oh my God, there's one other. Okay, that's fine. All right, back to professors. Well, of course we've got Hagrid,
Naturally.
Our Care of Magical
Keeper of the
Creatures
keys.
class, and grounds. And then he becomes the Care of Magical Creatures professor. I tried to put in Professor Kettleburn, who had that position before, but too niche, so that's fine.
Who's the
Any
herbology
other
professor?
verbiage? We got her. She's Professor Sprout.
Fitting.
Okay, and then there's the guy who gives them the exams in fifth year. So that's Professor Tofty. The person who helps them learn to
Naturally.
apparate, which is Wilkie Twycross.
Who else?
Griselda Marchbanks is another one. Oh my gosh, I can't believe these people are on here. She also oversees their OWLs in the fifth book. There's the Ghost Professor of History of Magic, Professor Binns.
Did you just call them OWLs? You don't say owls.
Listen,
Jesus.
okay? I'm going to carry the
You're
team
in too
here,
deep.
so I wouldn't hate. You can never be too deep, in my opinion. Okay,
All right,
so
Mark
let's
John,
go to
time's ticking.
okay, Quidditch. So, Wood, do you know anyone else on the Quidditch team?
I know Ginny is on the team at some points,
Very nice.
and even Ron
As is
himself.
he is. Look at you. All right, well, I'm going to go through the rest of them. Fred and
But
George
the no
Weasley are the
names,
beaters.
the supporting cast. No, yeah, okay.
Then you don't know the Chasers. Okay, well, that's Angelina Johnson. So let's do Johnson. Katie Bell, Alicia Spinett. And then Katie Bell has a friend named Leanne who is with her when she, in the sixth book, touches that cursed necklace that was meant for Dumbledore. If Leanne is on here, we're doomed. Oh my God, she's on here.
I don't
Okay.
know. You've already
okay.
named a few that aren't. I think we're doing okay.
I gotta smarten up. All right. Okay, so we went through the Gryffindor Quidditch team, and then hang on, when Harry becomes Quidditch captain in the sixth book, there's that horrible guy, Cormac McLagan, who tries out for keeper, but Hermione confounds him, and Ron ends up clinching the spot. So there's him, and then there's Derek Bowl, and Jimmy Coots, no, and Peaks. Jimmy Peaks. Okay, I
course.
knew it. Derek? There's no
Love
Derek.
Jimmy.
Really should have just done this one solo. Okay, no, you've got it. You've got it. So if we go to
Who's
the
the annoying
Slytherin,
kid that takes the pictures?
Creevy,
Colin
Colin
Creevy,
Creevy,
yeah,
and his
Colin
brother
Creevy, yeah.
Dennis. Good
Yeah,
call. Good
brother.
call. Yes. What? Of course, his brother falls into the lake. Book 3. Anyway, who else is on the Quidditch team? Who is Harry's rival? Sam.
Malfoy.
That's right. Draco Malfoy.
Draco Malfoy.
Think my name's funny, do you? No need to ask yours. Okay, I'm not going to go there. Okay, so Draco is on the Quidditch team, and Marcus Flint is, and there's another big guy. But let's go through the Slytherins that you know. Pansy Parkinson.
If we idle on me, we're gonna run out of time.
Bulstrode.
You're halfway
Do you want
done,
to
but
just
not
do you want to
halfway
just
there.
watch me work?
Yeah, I'll throw in, but secure the bag a bit
It
here
or
because I
not,
know that
no?
you're capable.
Okay. All right, Goyle. Crab.
Crab and Goyle,
We got Pansy
nice.
Parkinson. We got Bulstrode. That randomly reminded me of Moaning Myrtle. And hang on, just going to do some ghosts.
Nearly headless.
Maybe just Nick. How can you be nearly headless? The Fat Friar. He on here? Nope. Bloody Baron, though.
What? How is he not on there? What about
He's not mentioned that
the
much.
lady that
Ooh.
sings in the picture? The fat lady.
Oh, the Fat Lady. Great. We should do portraits as well. Oh my gosh, there's too many. Sir Cadogan. Yes, he's the portrait of the knight. Okay, hang on. Back to... oh my god, we should have had some rhyme or reason to this because I'm not going to get a score that's appropriate. Filch, Mrs. Norris.
Is Hagrid's
Okay.
brother
Oh,
called
hang
again?
on.
Like
Bag shot.
Grop or
Grop.
Grump or
Nice.
Grop?
Grop. Yep. Which, let's go into some of the birds. We got Hedwig. We got Pigwidgeon. I'm glad they accepted Pig. We got Errol. Hermes. Nope, he's not on here. That's Percy's owl, just for, those casual fans.
What about Norbert? Norbert,
Crookshanks.
he's kind of a birdish.
Norbert. Yeah, he's on there. You know what I'm going to do? I am going to cheat. Putting Weasley and getting every single Weasley just to get that out of the way.
There's 200 of these guys. I mean, 200 Weasleys too, but 200 characters.
Just about. Okay, we got Bathilda Bagshot. Did we do Potter? Yeah, we got the Potters.
What about your favorite, the Blacks?
Rip Hook.
You have?
Blacks,
Sirius?
of course. No, I didn't even, and he was right there. Well, we're going in a weird order, but yes, Sirius Black is obviously my favorite
I'm
character
jumping
without
in when I
question.
can because I oddly enough, Megorian slipped my mind today.
It's actually killing me because there is another centaur, and I can't recall his name, but I'm not going to dwell on it. Okay, so I'm going to go through Harry's class now. So I think I've gone through the Slytherins. McNair is the guy who almost kills Buckbeak, so he'd be on here too. Did I get Lucius Malfoy? Yep. Okay, so then if we go to the Hufflepuffs, we've got Hannah Abbott, Susan Bones, Ernie Macmillan, Justin Finch Fletchley. He is the one that Harry sicks a cobra on during their dueling lessons in the second book.
Yeah.
Okay, we've got Stan Shunpike and Ernie Prang. They drive the night bus. We've got Cornelius
Ernie Prang
Fudge.
does sound familiar.
Yeah, and then Scrimgeour is the next one, and then Thickness is the next minister for magic. Okay, now I'm going to go through some Death Eaters. We got Dolohov. He hurts Hermione in book 5. Yaxley just all around sucks. I'm surprised Knott's not coming up, but there it is. Okay, Frank Bryce is the
Shocking.
keeper of the Riddle House in book 4, which let's put in Riddle and get his parents. The Gaunts, which is the Slytherin connection from Voldemort, his family lineage. Then, of course, we got the founders. Godric Gryffindor, Rowena Ravenclaw, Helga Hufflepuff, and Salazar Slytherin. I wonder if the Basilisk
What about
is
like
on here.
or what Nagini?
Nagini, of course, or Nagini. I always said Nagini. Then I'm going to go through some of the shops. So there's Florian Fortescue. No. Ollivander, Madame Melkin. Tom at the
I was just
Leaky
thinking of this.
Cauldron.
The little helper guy.
Yeah. They really make him weird in the third movie, but yeah, him. Any of the goblins. So I got Griphook, but there are Gornuk, Bogrod. Nice. So the orc names and goblin names. Really confused. Oh my god, we have 5 minutes, 1:18.
Well,
okay, hang on.
We gotta speed up. Well,
Rita
like orc
Skeeter.
adjacent or goblin
All right.
adjacent would be Dobby.
Of course, one
Perhaps
second.
the
I'm
worst
getting the
fictional
Tri-Wizard
character.
champions.
Yeah, I
That's
was just
so
gonna say like
rude.
Durmstrang. What's the other one? Like Beauclair.
Beaubaton. So I got
Beaubaton.
Delacour and Crumb. And hang on, just while I have that thought, Madame Maxime runs Beaubaton and Karkaroff. And then that reminds me of the giant named Carcass. Don't ask me about it.
Come on.
Okay. So Dobby. Then there's also Creature. I got Creature. And then there's Hokey, who is owned by Hepzibah Smith,
Okay.
who Voldemort steals from and murders.
Nice.
Oh, and then there's Bob Ogden, who is also seen in the Sluggish Memories by Harry and Dumbledore. Okay, now we're going to go through Order of the Phoenix. We've got Tonks. We got Kingsley Shacklebolt. Say less. Oh my gosh, and that reminds me, I didn't finish off the houses because there's Ravenclaw. And that also reminds me of Cho Chang. A choice. Penelope Clearwater. She's Percy's
Interesting
girlfriend.
names.
Yeah,
Yeah,
to say the
how could they
least.
forget Penelope, man?
How
I
could
always
they?
remember,
I'm honestly
yeah,
outraged. She's
posters up on my
also.
wall of Penelope.
Ugh, you're a hater. Okay, so hang on. The Ravenclaws. So there's Marietta Edgecombe, the snitch who rats out Dumbledore's army. Did I get Zachariah Smith? Oh, he's Hufflepuff anyway. Then
Did
there's
you get
Michael
Rita
Corner,
Skeeter?
Terry Boot. I did get Rita Skeeter. Look at these top
Got
ones. See,
excited
going
for a
this way
second.
is not. I mean, like, who are these? Because I'm not thinking about it. Peter Pettigrew.
No, keep doing like
Um,
the deeply arcane characters, and then we can scrounge at the last
all
minute
right,
to get the obvious ones.
Bagman. But if I don't get these obvious ones, I'm going to be up all night. So we got to remember that. Okay, so the Marauders, we got Peter, we got James, we got Remus, we got Sirius,
That Pettigrew.
Daedalus Diggle, Hestia Jones. These are Order of the Phoenix members. Marlene McKinnon, I don't think so. She dies for the books. What about Dorcas Meadows? Also dies for the books. Okay. 8:10 is really crazy, Sam. We need. All right, I've got 3 minutes to go. Let me go through the books very quickly in my mind. Can literally see the pages.
What
So it's
about
crazy that I.
Philosopher's Stone? The
Nicholas
Alchemist,
Flamel.
Nicholas Flamel.
Nice. Good one. Oh, Neville Longbottom. I didn't get. This is why I didn't do the
Ah, the
Gryffindors.
Longbottoms. Just
So
put in
Dean
Longbottom. Just get
Thomas,
his mom too.
Finnegan, his grandma probably.
His
Oh, I
grandmother,
did
maybe.
put in Longbottom, so that worked.
Okay.
Um, there's Seamus. Did we just do him? Oh, and then there's the girls. So there's Lavender Brown, who dates Ron. The Patil twins. Okay, anyone else in Gryffindor? And then we got the Creevies, who are below him. We got the teams. Okay. So moving on to book 2, we got the professors. We got Moni Myrtle. We got Peeves and Filch and Mrs. Norris.
The
I
car.
think at the end of that. The Ford Anglia. I don't think that's going to be on
Oh
here.
my God, you knew the model.
Don't embarrass me, okay? We should be proud. This is embarrassing. We're
It's not
redoing
me.
this, honestly.
Yeah,
Um,
we can have a solo session here with you
yes,
after,
I
because
agree.
I
Well,
think I
no,
think
but
if you were Unchained, you could get a lot closer if we didn't have my chiming in.
yeah, I truly believe that. But you know what? We got to make it entertaining too. So better for me to fail. Oh, the Love Goods. There we go. Luna, my
Ah,
girl. Knew I was missing someone obvious. Okay, so hang on. I'm going back into my mind. I'm in the 3rd book. Sirius Black enters. I'm 12 years old, 11 years old, reading the book, falling in love with a 30-odd-year-old man. Not going to explore that any further. Who else is in that 3rd book? We got Buckbeak. We got all the animals, I think. Okay, so then 4th. There's a lot of random people in the 4th. Like there's a Ted. Okay, Tonks. Who is the? So they go to the Quidditch World Cup, and there's a lot of kind of one-off names thrown around there. But I've got Bagman. He's the leader of the games. Oh, and he is missing someone. Bertha Jorkins has gone missing, and nobody knows where she is.
Bertha,
She's
where is
with
she?
Voldemort. Oh my gosh, 50 seconds. I expected to get at least the first 3 rows. I blame you entirely for this. Montague is thrown into the Vanishing Cabinet by Fred and George. Oh, the werewolf Greyback, Fenrir Greyback. He is not a Death Eater, but with the Death Eaters, which reminds me of Sabier, who is a Snatcher in the 7th book. Grindelwald, of course. He is the OG Voldemort. And then there's Gorgovich. Gorgovich? Oh my god. No! This is unacceptable. Troy. Mullet. Morin. Lynch. Yes. Nice to have you back with us, Sam. Your absence was not missed in the last minute while I did my best to hurdle to the finish line, but This is what we
You
got.
sent me through one of those, a port key. I was blasted away. Um, Looking here
Oh
though,
my
I
God.
mean I always knew you could do it, but I'm not impressed, Katie. Fluffy? Fox?
Listen, I
Fang?
know. Bellatrix
Where was
Lestrange is
this?
what's really hurting me, okay? Oh my gosh, and I didn't even get Winky, the other house elf. I will say,
Trevor the frog?
everyone,
I could have got Trevor.
well, and where were you, Sam? Where were
I
you
was
when the
I was
Westfold fell?
I was enjoying a
Yes.
butterbeer.
A butter beer, not a
Butterbeer's
butter
loaded.
burr. Gotta get in the right fantasy
Wires are
lane.
crossing.
Okay, I will say, A, I'm humiliated. B, you were an obvious deterrent and distraction to me, and I will be doing this
Probably true.
alone. I will record my, although at this point I've seen the results, so shameful,
Nevertheless,
but I
I think
could
that
have
you
done
could
better.
probably get closer to 190.
I know I could.
If you just sat
Um,
down and did this, I bet you
well,
could
stay
reach
tuned
it.
for that because I'm going to try. But I will say, everyone in the second column here, this is embarrassing. Bellatrix, Winky, Mundungus Fletcher, the thief of the order, absolutely should have gotten him. Plays an
Yeah,
instrumental role in book
Wilhelmina
7.
Grubby Plank?
Grubbly Plank, she's the
Grubbly Plank.
substitute
Prank.
care of
Plank.
magical creatures. You can't even say it.
Yeah, oh my God.
There are quite a few people here I should have gotten. In fact, a funner exercise would be, who here do I genuinely not know? So, oh, these hurt. Can't believe I didn't get Aragog. I really do try not to think of spiders,
Oh,
but
yeah.
I am familiar with every single. Ronan was the other centaur. I knew I was missing one. 23 mentions. I mean, what was I thinking? Warrington's on the Slytherin is a Slytherin. Oh, Mrs. Cole owns the orphanage that Voldemort is in. Dippet is the first headmaster before Dumbledore. Mr. Roberts is one of the people at the World Cup. I told you there are random one-off names. Yes, I
Ah,
know all of these characters. I don't think I would have ever thought of Beetle the Bard as a
Beetle the
character that would
Bard.
be
Yeah.
on here. And I will say I would have never gotten Hassan Mustafa, but he is the referee of the Quidditch World Cup. So, an
The
80%,
fact that you know
160 out of
them.
20. Does
Yeah,
it give me some
yeah.
brownie points?
Pathetic. Yeah, I
I
think that,
mean,
yes.
one man's trash, as they say. But I'm not that happy. In fact, I'm going to be up all night beating myself up over this. But there you have it. These are our results. We encourage you to try this out. See if you can name all top 200 Harry Potter characters. If you do better than us, or even not, share your results and please comment away on how embarrassed we should feel because I already feel it, but you can make me feel worse about it. There's no doubt about that.
Yeah, missing Augustus Rockwood is just, it's too much.
It's
So let us
Rookwood, and
know.
he is a central plot
Rookwood, yeah,
mover.
okay. It's very small here.
That's fair. All right. Well, I mean, that's it. So we'll do more of these, but yeah, like and subscribe if you're liking this kind of content, and more nonsense to come.
Perfect.
Until next time.